All right, let's just dive right in. We're going to talk about something that I think hits home for pretty much any creator or entrepreneur. How in the world do you take that brilliant, world-changing idea, the one that's a total chaotic mess in your head, and actually turn it into something real, something structured, something that works?
You totally know this feeling, right? It's that lightning bolt moment of inspiration. You see the amazing final product in your mind, but the path from here to there, it's a complete and total fog. It's a beautiful mess, for sure, but it is still a mess.
So, what's the secret to cutting through all that fog? Well, here's the thing. There is no secret. It's not some magic formula. It's actually way simpler than that. You just need a map. A good, solid guide to show you the way one step at a time.
And that's where the SNS Roadmap comes in. Think of it as your personal guide for this whole adventure. It's a 4-stage journey designed to take you from that initial chaos to the final creation, building a culture of excellence with every single step.
So here's what our journey looks like today. We'll start with why you even need a map in the first place. Then we'll go through stage 1, the foundation. After that, stage 2, the framework. Then we'll fire up stage 3, the growth engine. And finally, we'll reach stage 4, the summit. Okay, first stop, stage 1, the foundation. And I love the subtitle here. You can't build a skyscraper on sand. I mean, it says it all, doesn't it? Every great project, every great idea has to start with something incredibly solid underneath it. And check this out, the foundation, it's not even about building your product yet. Not really. It's all about getting laser focused, absolutely crystal clear on the problem you're trying to solve before you do anything else. It's about the what and the why, long before you even dream about the how. So this rock-solid foundation, it's built on 3 main pillars. First, you've got to own the chaos and challenge. Be brutally honest about the real problem. Second, anchor in the common man and woman to make sure your idea actually helps real people with real needs. And third, bring in design thinking. This gives you a structured process for innovation. Get these 3 right, and you're not building on sand, you're building on solid rock. Okay, so our foundation is poured and set. Now it's time to move up to stage 2, the framework. This is where we start building the project's internal structure, its operational skeleton, if you will. See, if the foundation was all about what you're doing, the framework is all about how you're going to get it done. How does the team actually work together? What are the shared beliefs? This is the stage that defines your culture and makes sure everyone is on the same page, pulling in the exact same direction. And here's what makes up that skeleton. You've got the 3P culture for your core beliefs, the 3C framework to make sure communication is solid, the 5 pillars to put your values into action, and the SPINE framework to make sure your team is healthy and supported. It's basically the entire internal operating system for your project. Let's just take a closer look at one of these, the 3P culture. This is so powerful because it lines up 3 massive ideas. Purpose, that's your why, process, that's your how, and people, that's your who. When those 3 click into place perfectly, man, that's when you get a culture that's pretty much unstoppable. This quote here just sets up our next stage perfectly. When you combine a logical approach with technology that lets you scale, even the wildest goals become possible. Well, we've just built the logical approach. Now it's time to scale. All right, foundation's solid, framework is up. You know what that means. It is time to hit the gas. Welcome to stage 3, the growth engine. This is where things really start to take off. So this is a really active phase. It's a huge shift, actually. You stop just building things internally and you start scaling. You start pushing outward. This is where you bring in new tools, new skills, and create some real, serious momentum and expand your impact. So what's actually fueling this climb? What's in the tank? Well, it's powered by 3 key engines. You've got Innovation 7+7, which is all about community-driven ideas. Then there's Gen AI enablement, using AI strategically, not just for fun. And third, certified talents. Because let's be real, investing in your people is always the best move you can make. And all that climbing, all that building, it brings us right here, to the top of our map. We've made it. We're diving into the 4th and final stage, the summit. This is where we talk about achieving true excellence and creation. But here's a really important distinction. The summit isn't the finish line. It's not an endpoint. Think of it more as a new, higher starting point. It's the place where excellence isn't just a goal you hit once. It becomes the new normal. It's just how you operate.
So what does life at the summit actually look like day to day? Well, it's defined by smart, measurable goals. It's driven by a huge, tangible vision, something you can really see and feel. Excellence is treated as a continuous journey, not a box you check. And the glue holding it all together, a powerful growth mindset that just never, ever stops learning.
So when you look back at this whole journey, from that messy idea all the way to the top, the biggest takeaway is this: greatness is not an accident. It's built, intentionally, step by step.
The SNS Roadmap isn't just a theory. It's a proven path that takes you all the way from that chaotic, messy beginning to a sustainable, thriving culture where creating amazing things is just what you do. So, take another look at this map. Think about your own projects, your own goals, that brilliant, chaotic idea you have right now. The question isn't really if you can build something incredible. The real question is, where on this map do you need to start?